Hey IMRG officers! Chelsea here from the IMRG team to go over some new changes on deck for 2020. I know we haven't done a webinar in a while, but I thought this would be a great way to talk through a few newsworthy items. Thank you for your time. I'll try to keep this quick. First of all, I want to thank you for a fantastic 2019. Let's recap this year real quick. 2019 was a fantastic year for Indian Motorcycle and IMRG. We continued to grow not only here in North America, but across the world. We have 296 chapters worldwide, with 36,000 active members. In the United States and Canada, we added 10 additional chapters. Outside of North America, we are proud to give a shout out to our 15,279 members. Together, those members make up 112 chapters in 35 countries. If we look deeper at the owner community, our owners united in Hot Springs, Arkansas to break a world record of the most Indian motorcycles in a parade. That was outstanding. Our IMRG event in Sturgis had the largest attendance we've ever had, with over 320 owners in attendance. We've also noticed some uptick in IMRG activity since I came to the forefront in October. We've got some new folks in our private IMRG officer Facebook group, where best practices, events, and pictures are being shared. We've had over 150 members join within the past month. We've also received some feedback that people have noticed an improvement in communication and response time. We aim to continue these efforts in 2020. Overall, we are excited about 2020. So let's get into some main changes to the IMRG program. First, let's talk about the main focus of 2020. The IMRG team's main focus in 2020 is fueling the connection of the Indian motorcycle riding community and making it easier to interact. In the past, there has been feedback of a lack of connection and too many obstacles in the way of running a chapter. This year will be a pivotal year where we move past some of the roadblocks in our way and focus more on the fun stuff, like riding. Here's a snapshot of 2020 in terms of content and support. We have a new, larger owners team, but I will continue to be the main contact for IMRG. We will have a new monthly email that will go out to all owners, and it will feature a new logo and name to encapsulate our entire owner community. We had officers vote on chapter resources they'd like to have, and we are creating the 3 most asked for resources: a 2020 calendar, a chapter and dealership map, and a flyer you can customize and give to your dealership in hopes that they will share it with new bike owners. We will have 4 events dedicated to owners this year. I can tell you about 3 of them: Daytona, Sturgis, and the Jack Daniels annual ride. These are listed in the 2020 calendar. As of January 20th, we launched a new referral program so you can finally get a little something back when you convert your friend to Indian Motorcycle. You should have received an email with your unique referral code. Save this email for your records. Check out the details on our special offers page online at indianmotorcycle.com. With all these new changes, we are creating a new IMRG handbook. We will send this out in a separate email next month. Your chapter president and someone at the dealership will have to sign it. Lastly, there will be new technology and a new owner program in 2020. I can't say much about the new technology yet, but I will dive deeper into the new owner program later in this webinar. Let's get into IMRG changes and how we will make it easier to engage and connect within the IMRG community. To make the IMRG experience easier, we need to simplify how to be a part of IMRG. After much consideration and feedback from owners, we've decided to eliminate national IMRG membership fees. As of today, there is no longer a cost to become an IMRG member. There are no tiers of membership at a national IMRG level, just member and officer. It will be up to each local chapter to determine their membership dues and membership structure. You are not required to charge dues. This change really opens the door for owners to come back in and participate with IMRG. If we look at the second box, you can see that we will no longer cap local chapter dues. You as officers can choose what tiers and dues you like. Maybe your dues are annual, maybe they are by event. That is all up to you to decide and manage. The next change for 2020 is that we are taking away the liability insurance requirement. This came to be because some chapters wanted it, but there were many chapters that found this to be a very expensive hurdle. For those that are under our coverage right now, you will have until the policy expires at the end of June to find another source of liability insurance if you'd like to keep the protection. We recommend that you talk with your local insurance broker and dealership to figure out what insurance coverage works best for your chapter. I can imagine some of you are jumping for joy at that last announcement. Lastly, we waived the $1,500 dealer sponsorship fee to start a chapter. It is now free to start a chapter. We will still require the chapter to be affiliated with an authorized Indian motorcycle dealership. Hopefully, getting rid of these roadblocks should make chapter management within IMRG easier. Now, let's get into some ways we want to continue to support the IMRG program in 2020. Here are the 6 things that we are doing from a national perspective to drive connection within the owner and IMRG communities in 2020. In this month's newsletter, there is a downloadable and printable calendar full of national, regional, and local events. We will be more than happy to add your event to the calendar to further spread awareness across IMRG. Just send your events to the IMRG inbox and make sure the events you submit are a bit more substantial, not just a weekly meeting and ride. People may travel across the country to meet up at your listed event, so we want to make sure it will be a big enough event to warrant expanded attendance. The next thing we will have for 2020 is a dealership and chapter map. We created a map that shows where all of our current authorized Indian motorcycle dealerships and IMRG chapters are located. This will be a great tool to help you plan the ultimate road trip for 2020. All officers will be able to pick up this map at their local dealerships at a later date. The third thing that will continue to fuel connection is the revived officer Facebook group. This will continue to be a private space to chat in real time with other officers and the IMRG team about all things IMRG. Next, we will continue to send monthly officer newsletters to you. As you can see in the email we sent out today, there is a new design and the email is directly from Indian Motorcycle. Also, please note that we will no longer be sending IMRG member newsletters. We'd like the officers to share IMRG news with their chapters. Instead, all owners, including you, will be getting a monthly owner-exclusive email directly from Indian Motorcycle. Next is regional rides. We have 12 regional rides that we are extremely excited about. Regional rides are opportunities for multiple chapters to come together, ride, and have a blast. You can find the list of regional rides in this month's newsletter. We urge your chapter to plan to attend at least one of these rides. Lastly, we are doing 4 owner events, as I mentioned in a previous slide. Each owner event is an exclusive experience to talk bikes, relax, and have fun with the Indian motorcycle team and other owners. IMRGers and non-IMRGers are welcome. We will most likely plan something specific for officers at each of these events, so please come to an event this year. It'd be great to meet you. You can see these events listed in the 2020 calendar. So, now that we've heard some of the larger changes, what does that mean for officers? I've spent a good amount of time talking with officers last year. Most officers didn't need help running their chapters. Instead, they wanted better communication and connection within national IMRG and other chapters. So, to help support this, the IMRG team will continue to support, connect, and inform officers on all things IMRG and Indian Motorcycle. Officers now get to create and manage their own membership structure. Officers will also be the main communicator of IMRG news. Lastly, we want officers to continue planning and attending the events that make IMRG so unique. Members will only have to worry about paying local dues if you choose to collect any. And for owners, since it is now free to be a national IMRG member, you might have more owners coming out of the woodwork to attend your events and/or to join your group. Now, let's talk a bit more about the new logo you see on this slide and our plans for our entire owner community. First, it is important to explain the IMRG and owner communities. We will continue to fuel IMRG. We love our passionate group of riders. Though, we recognize that not all Indian motorcycle riders want to be a member of a riding group. We want to interact with all owners, whether they are a part of IMRG or not. So, in the first Indian Motorcycle Riders email coming out later today, you will see this new logo that will represent all of our riders. This has no impact to the current IMRG logo, and you can continue to use it to represent your chapter. However, you can choose to use the new mark to create a new logo for your chapter if you'd like. We will send logo guidelines out in next month's newsletter. The goal is to unite all owners, whether you are an IMRG member or not. You've still made the choice to be an Indian motorcycle owner, and that should be celebrated. Here's a breakdown of owner communications in 2020. You can see that IMRG is mainly focused on riding. We are adding more resources to connect chapters. We are continuing our support of regional rides to fuel connection. And we are making things easier by taking away fees and other obstacles like insurance. Then you have Indian Motorcycle Riders, which includes all of our owners. Everyone will be getting monthly emails directly from Indian Motorcycle. Everyone can take advantage of the new referral program. Everyone will also benefit from new technology in 2020. Our national events are now open to all riders, and riders will have the option to be a part of our new owners program, Indian Motorcycle Rider Elite Status. There are many opportunities for owners to interact with us in 2020. You can see all owners will be getting exclusive content and offers moving forward. Let's dive in a bit more to our new owners program that will be launching later this year. We received feedback at Dealer Council that some owners still want to be able to buy into the next level of exclusivity with Indian Motorcycle. So, we will be launching a new program called Indian Motorcycle Rider Elite Status that allows owners to opt into additional owner benefits for $50 a year. To begin, these benefits will include 2 premium Indian Motorcycle Rider magazines that will feature over 40 pages of exclusive Indian motorcycle stories. You will also receive a $25 PG&A or Parts, Garments, and Accessories coupon card during the month of your birthday. Lastly, we will have a VIP line at Indian motorcycle events for elite status riders. All active IMRG members that renewed their membership within the last year will be automatically given elite status for 1 year once it launches. Also, all lifetime IMRG members will be given lifetime elite status. Your status will never expire. We appreciate your dedication to Indian Motorcycle. We will have more details about this new program in the spring. To reiterate, as of today, there are no longer any national membership IMRG fees. We will continue to support IMRG. And the new Indian Motorcycle Riders Elite Status will launch later this year. Stay tuned for that. Also, there are other resources you receive within today's email. Please check out our new 2020 calendar and share the link to opt into Indian Motorcycle emails with your members. To recap the main announcements I made today, the main focus of 2020 is fueling connection and making it easier to engage with IMRG and Indian Motorcycle. You will start to see the new Indian Motorcycle communications and logo this month, along with engaging content and offers throughout the year. We will continue to support IMRG. We made IMRG easier to join, and we've made some changes to try to fuel officers and local chapters. Thank you for your time today and for being an IMRG officer. Please share this news with your members at your next meeting, on your Facebook page, or however you distribute your IMRG news. I know these changes may seem like a lot, but it should help us fuel the community and make it easier to interact in 2020. I appreciate all of the feedback I've received from the community. It's been a pleasure meeting some of you, and I look forward to meeting more of you this year. Thanks again for all you do, and ride on.